It's time for the Lion's Roar. Daniel in the Deacon's Den.
Good morning. I am Deacon Dan Brahier, and welcome to another day in the Deacon's Den. Last week, I shared a couple of books that I'm currently reading because I get asked a lot of questions by parishioners about what are you reading these days and what recommendations do you have for my spiritual reading. And so I like to share that once in a while. But another common similar question that I get from parishioners is if there are particular podcasts that I'm listening to and if I recommend any of them as well. And the truth is, I listen to podcasts all the time. When I'm in the car, if I'm taking a walk, if I'm doing the laundry or other housework, it's just a good kind of background thing to listen to and think about and kind of soak in words of what others are thinking about the faith. So yeah, I listen to podcasts all the time. I have a long list of them that I draw from. Such a long list, I don't have time for all of those today. So what I'm going to do is to share with you 6 regular podcasts that I listen to on a pretty routine basis. And maybe a couple of these you're already listening to, and maybe you'll get a new idea here of something you might want to check out as well. So in no particular order, the first couple that I want to share are on the Hallow app. I'm a member of Hallow. Some of the content there is free. Some you have to become a member to be able to access. So you may have access to these, you may not. But the first couple are from that app. And one of them is just simply the daily readings that are featured there. So there are daily readings from Mass and a homily. And generally this is published Monday through Friday. On the weekends, they will usually post homilies by Father Mike Schmitz and Bishop Robert Barron. But Monday through Friday, they will have the first reading and the psalm that are read by a lay reader. And then the gospel and a short homily will be given by a priest. Usually the entire podcast from beginning to end will run 6 or 7 to no more than 10 minutes total. And it complements the Mass, I think, in some ways. So if you went to Mass that day, it's a great idea to pull up that podcast. You may even want to fast forward through the readings if you're already very familiar with those and just get to the last 3 or 4 minutes where a short homily is being preached. But it's a good way to get some spiritual nourishment for the day based on the daily readings. So that's something I do every day, Monday through Friday, and I certainly recommend that as well. Secondly, there is a really neat podcast on there that is called Hallowed Be Thy Day. That is also published Monday through Friday. The host on it is a woman by the name of Lisa Cotter. And what she does each day is she takes a few minutes, usually maybe 6 or 8 minutes, something like that, to talk about what is special about that day. So she might talk about the saint of the day or a historical fact about that day that you may not know about. Or she'll explore a Catholic tradition and so forth. So she recently did a podcast on whether William Shakespeare was Catholic. You know, there's some who believe that he was, and he was kind of kept that in the shadows because it was not legal at the time to be a Catholic. And so there's some evidence that points in that direction. So she shares stories like that. It's very interesting trivia, helps us to learn more about the traditions of the church. A third podcast that I listen to regularly is Father Mike Schmitz. And I know his podcasts are very popular online. He generally will put out one podcast per week, sometimes a couple. But you can find it on various apps, on YouTube and so forth. It's kind of available just about everywhere. Father Mike talks, you may be aware, very fast. Probably faster than anybody I've ever heard before. So it's not unusual for me to actually slow down his podcast and listen to it like 80% play speed because the content is excellent, but sometimes it can go right past me if he's talking really fast. But he'll deal with topics going from going to confession to reflections on popular culture, like a movie that might have just been released or whatever. Usually his podcasts will run about 5 to 10 minutes. And they are simply packed with very interesting things to meditate on. So I highly recommend really anything that Father Mike Schmitz puts out is going to be good quality. A fourth podcast I listen to every week is called the Catholic Talk Show, and that comes out once a week. It's generally done by two laymen and a priest. Sometimes they're joined by a guest. And usually these podcasts run about 45 minutes, maybe up to an hour, and it depends kind of on the topic. But they will break something down from how a pope is elected to 10 saints you've never heard of but should, or 6 things you may have not realized about the Eucharist or whatever. And they just kind of dig into some topic, and they're very funny. Sometimes it feels like you're joining in on an inside joke with them that you don't get, but it's actually very entertaining, but at the same time informational, because amidst all that entertainment, just a lot of very worthwhile content. It's a good thing to listen to in the background, particularly if you're making a longer drive or you're working in the house or something. A fifth podcast I recommend is called The Council of Trent. Trent Horn is a Catholic apologist. He works for Catholic Answers, and he puts out a podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it's a play on the idea of the Council of Trent, like Council. His podcast is Counsel, Council of Trent. And he does all kinds of things on there, basically presenting arguments for why we believe what we do with our faith. Sometimes he will broadcast debates that he has done with somebody on a topic, but his logic is amazing. And I think it makes for really good points to use for you and me when others question what we believe or they have questions about what we believe. He gives very good structured arguments that we can use in conversation. The sixth podcast is called Poco a Poco, P-O-C-O-A. P-O-C-O. Poco a poco in Latin means little by little, or one step at a time. And it comes out weekly, and it is done by several Franciscan friars of the Renewal. And they get into a conversation for about 45 minutes or so on just about anything. They might talk about the mercy of God. They might talk about the Beatitudes. They have some topic for the day, and they just discuss it in kind of roundtable. I will give this little caution. What I've learned about it is the first 10 or 15 minutes is usually the guys just kind of joking about what they're doing and what they've done in the last couple of days or whatever. And I oftentimes will fast forward through that. And if I get to the last 20 or 25 minutes, they're really going to get into the heart of the message at that point, and that's what I really want to listen to the most. But it's a very good podcast, and again, kind of entertaining at times, but it just is a nice way to immerse ourselves in some Catholic topic. So there are several more that I listen to, but that list will certainly get you started if there's any that you have never heard of before. We have enough downtime when we're driving or walking or running or doing housework, so it's a good opportunity to catch up on the latest in Catholic thinking. So again, those would be daily readings and homily, Hallowed Be Thy Day, Father Mike Schmitz, the Catholic Talk Show, the Council of Trent, and Poco a Poco. So I thank you for joining me today, and I'll look forward to talking to you again next week.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much. Boy, oh boy, always something great coming out of Deacon Dan Brahier there.